I'm reviewing a new bag from Ateliers Auguste today. This is not a sponsored video, but I've been enjoying many pieces from this brand. In the past, I used to only buy luxury handbags from brands like Hermes, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and Dior. But in the last few years, I've been very open to trying out mid-range luxury brands, and I've been using them a lot in my daily life. And Ateliers Auguste is one of the few brands that I really adore because their pieces have amazing value for money. Now, I have enough handbags in my collection, so if you feel the same way, don't rush into buying this. This video is really just for information in case if anyone is interested. So this is the mini Capucines and it's from their new collection. The one I have here is in this beautiful pebble leather and with silver hardware. I went for pebble leather because I had a feeling I'll be using this bag a lot because it has a lot of the features that I look for in a dream bag. First of all, I prefer smaller bags. Secondly, I tend to gravitate towards something that's a bit more structured. And thirdly, I have a thing for top handles. So this bag kind of ticks all the boxes for me. So I thought it might be sensible to go for a more durable leather. This leather, by the way, is premium Italian leather and it feels and looks luxurious. In fact, one of the things that I love about this bag is that I think it will keep its shape really well. It reminds me of my Hermes Birkin 25, which is made of Epsom leather. Even though I've been using it a lot, it has kept its shape perfectly well. Anyway, the bottom part of this bag is very structured and quite solid. I'm not sure if they've used a thicker leather for this part, but I love that I don't have to worry about sagging. Something else that's so lovely about this bag is that this is quite easy to use, especially in terms of opening and closing the bag. In fact, Ateliers Auguste never fails to impress me with their opening and closing feature because they always manage to come up with something that looks incredible, but yet easy to maneuver. To open the bag, you just need to press the button on the bottom and you can very effortlessly open the bag. Now, I do have to support the bag from the bottom when I close it, but it is a fairly straightforward maneuver. All that being said, this took me a little bit longer to get used to compared to the other pieces from Ateliers Auguste because you do have to locate the key to the keyhole to close the bag. Whereas with this mini Mali, for example, as soon as you let go of the flap, the bag closes beautifully with zero effort from your part. Something else I want to point out about this clasp is that it does make some funny noises when the bag is empty. But when the bag is filled, the noise is a lot less noticeable. Next, let's see what we can fit inside this bag. Now, with every bag I add to my collection, the key criteria I look for is that it has to fit my phone. And if it can also fit my Kindle e-reader, even better. So in here, there's this main compartment with a small pocket on the side. I like to keep my Mulberry card holder in a small pocket, and in the main compartment, I can very comfortably put in my Kindle, my phone, Louis Vuitton mini pochette, and sunglasses. And as you can see, everything fits nicely and I can close the bag easily. That being said, when I put in my essentials, the leathers on the sides do get stretched. As you can see, it looks quite bumpy. So I think over time, the leather will give way, which might be great for the purpose of practicality, but not so much for aesthetics, especially if you like to keep your bags in pristine and brand new condition. This actually reminds me of my Lady Dior bag because at first the opening was quite restricted, but when the leather softened, it became so much easier to get in and out the bag. This bag comes with 4 feet on the bottom, which is a feature I always appreciate. The top handle is quite generous and I can quite comfortably carry this on the crook of my arm. However, I just really wish the top handle was a little bit stiffer or more substantial because I think it would make the bag look even more elegant and luxurious than it already is. In fact, I feel exactly the same with this mini Mali. I mean, I really enjoy this bag, but I just wish the top handle was a little bit thicker in material. The shoulder strap for this mini Capucine is both detachable and adjustable. I'm about 162 centimeter tall, and this setting works really well for me, both as a shoulder bag and as a crossbody bag. However, if you like your handbag to sit higher up, this next point might bother you slightly. So basically, at the shortest setting, the shoulder strap will stick out quite a bit like so. Personally, I think it looks a little bit untidy, so if you're quite petite or if you like your bag to sit higher up, please just bear that in mind. To me, this is a very versatile bag, especially because of the size and the silhouette. So you can use it as a very practical day bag with your casual outfits. But it will also look lovely with dresses, or even if you have to attend a more formal event like a job interview or maybe a work conference. I don't usually wear this crossbody, but it does look very casual, chic and playful if that's your cup of tea. Just like the other handbags, the craftsmanship of these mini Capucines did not disappoint. Everything including the leather quality, hardware, embossment, stitching, and glazing are beautifully done. In fact, this is why I talk about this brand a lot because I think their pieces are truly worth the price tag. Something else that I really enjoy about Ateliers Auguste pieces is that they are very low-key. This bag, for example, has no logo apart from the very tiny embossment on the hardware, but you can just tell that the bag is incredibly well made with quality material. With this Mili Mali, I've had a few people ask me where the bag's from because it looks so lovely and luxurious. Personally, I really enjoy having some low-key pieces in my handbag collection because they can come in so handy in certain settings. The reason I keep comparing the Mini Mali to the Mini Capucine is because I feel like they are very similar bags, but if I had to choose one, I'll go for the Mini Capucine just because I feel like it's a little bit more versatile. In fact, if you really like the silhouette of an Hermes Kelly 25 or the Mini Kelly, but you're looking for something a little bit more practical and easier to use, I think you'll really love the Mini Capucine. Visually, however, I'm more attracted to the Mini Mali, but I think that's because this is in black and gold, which is my absolute favorite combination ever. If you're the same, you'll be glad to know that the Mini Capucine is available in black and gold. To be honest, I kind of wish I went for black color for this Mini Capucine because I think it would make it the perfect dream bag. Anyway, that is my very honest review about this bag. Overall, I really enjoy it. And I think if you're building a very curated handbag collection and you're looking for something quite low-key, versatile and functional, Ateliers Auguste is very much worth looking into. If you happen to be interested, I have a discount code for 10% off. Personally, I've been gravitating towards mid-range luxury bags because I quite enjoy the fact that they are not as mainstream and also the idea that I can enjoy incredible quality at a lower price range. Anyway, I hope this is helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Take care and I will see you soon.